I'm now going to do a follow-up video. I did a video response to a song called Royal by the music band Lorde, and I got some excellent A+ responses from 2 of my viewers, and I wanted to compliment both of them at their responses. Do I necessarily agree with their responses? No. But I do have to compliment them on very good responses. So A+ to both of you. Okay? The first one comes from Thoyo, and it says, I'm not sure if this review is tongue-in-cheek or not, but if this review is serious, you're seriously misunderstood the message of the song. Having seen a good number of your videos, I think you'd actually agree with 90% of what she's saying. Andrew Wyatt writes, I disagree with this review. I agree that the video is pointless. The lyrics are very valid. This song is promoting being happy with what you actually have. Not everyone can just move. Do you think a 16-year-old can change the way they live? Grey Goose is a type of vodka. She is referring to rap when they flash money and have gold on their teeth. She is essentially saying that we should focus on what we have rather than what they want. Okay. Alright, so where does the disagreement comes in? It's not what the song Royal was saying, okay? So the message itself is not what I disagree with. It is the way they present it. So the way they present it is absolutely wrong. You say, well, how do you defend that position? Well, I defend it with 3 songs. And the strongest one I'm going to present first, it is by Richard Marx, and it's Children of the Night. By watching the video and listening to the lyrics of that song, or reading the lyrics of that song, you quickly get what the song is all about. You get the point real quick. In the music business, you have to appeal to a broad audience. And let me tell you something, when you have to use a secret decoder ring to figure out what the song is saying, you probably aren't going to listen to it. And I know you're going to flash the Kenny Loggins song, I'm Alright to Me. Okay, that was supposed to be a nonsensical song in the first place. Those lyrics weren't supposed to make sense. And they didn't, accordingly. So before you flash that one at me, know that wasn't supposed to make sense in the first place. Anybody that makes sense out of that, well, they're better off than most people. Okay, so when I'm talking about a song that appeals to a broad audience, that they can get it right away without having to use a secret decoder ring. What do I mean by that? Okay, I don't consume vodka, so how would I know what Grey Goose was? And there are a lot of people out there that do not consume vodka, so they know nothing about Grey Goose. How did I know about Cristal? Well, that's only because I watched a movie called 4 Rooms, and I watched it for 2 reasons. Number 1, it had Ted the Bellboy. Well, I'm a Ted, he's a Ted, we all get along just fine. Number 2, it had Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson starring in it. And I happen to like both actors. There you go. Whew. So that's how I knew what Cristal was. And I know what a Cadillac is because I've actually seen a Cadillac. Alright, now, as for flashing money and having gold on their teeth, I have seen people with gold teeth before, but I don't watch a lot of rap. Matter of fact, I don't listen to a lot of rap. As much as I can, I stay away from it. So how would I know the reference? And I'm not the only one who will say that. There are a lot of people out there who do not listen to rap, so the reference is lost immediately. Like I said, when you're dealing with music like this, you're trying to appeal to a broad audience, and if you have to use a secret decoder ring, not going to work. Alright. Now then, what other 2 songs am I going to refer to? The first one is by the band Journey, and it's Still They Ride. Most people know what a motorcycle gang is. So having that picture in your head, you can pretty much figure out what the song is all about. Second song, Dan Fogelberg, Same Lang Syne. Okay? And I'm going to leave a link to all of these songs down below. Same Old Lang Syne by Dan Fogelberg. If you read the lyrics, if you listen to the song, it becomes crystal clear. He has an old flame from high school. She's now married to somebody else. They do have a New Year's Eve together. They had to go to a grocery store to get alcohol, and they talked till their tongues were dry. She leaves and leaves him holding the bag once again. And apparently this wasn't the first time she left him holding the bag. So you see? Now, another example I will use. I don't know how many people have ever watched the movie Saturday Night Fever, but as soon as you watch the movie Saturday Night Fever, most of the Bee Gees songs that came out of the 1970s will suddenly make sense. But then again, they marketed Saturday Night Fever and those Bee Gees songs together. So, one really went with the other, and therefore they all made sense. Otherwise, some of those Bee Gees songs might not have made sense. I don't know. But, like I said, they marketed those two things together, and that's why they all made sense. And most people got that. At least most people of my time. And if you do just a touch of research, you can figure that out. So, whew. Now then, what about this comment from Andrew Wyatt that says, not everyone can just move. Do you think a 16-year-old can change the way they live? Well, at this very second, no, but I'm going to make it possible for them to do so. And I'm going to be the living proof of how this is going to be done. Okay? The only thing that is missing right now is some material that I have yet to present here on YouTube. As soon as I present all the material I intend to present, it will be very possible for 16-year-olds all the way into great adulthood to change their position whenever they need to. Because it's not about being rich, it's about being free. So in that part, I do agree with Royals, the song Lord Royals. I do agree that it's better to be free than it is to be rich. Now, what is financial freedom? Financial freedom is not having the latest game console or the nice little show-off car. That's not it. Freedom is being able to travel 3 hours in any direction to go to some beautiful sight to see and not worry about the gas bill. Freedom is knowing that you're living in a house where you don't have to worry about the mortgage. And I'm not talking about a mansion, I'm talking about a regular house. Maybe a 1-story, maybe a 2-story, doesn't matter. What you're living in is solid, rock solid, and you don't worry about somebody taking it away from you. Same thing with a car. It doesn't have to be the most fancy car in the world. You just know that what's in that driveway, what's in that garage, is going to be taken by the repo man. That's freedom. That's financial freedom. You see this stuff in here? It's not the best stuff in the world, but nobody's going to come in and take it because it's all paid for. That's financial freedom. And that's what I'm trying to teach people how to do on YouTube. If you have enough knowledge, you can pull it off. Now, like I said, there's some things I have not yet presented on YouTube. As soon as I do, then that will be possible for everybody. And I will prove that as a living example. You'll see it here on YouTube. But like I said, there's some material. I have not presented it, so bear with me. So I disagree with that position. Anyway, that's how I defend the song. That's how I defend my position on the song. I don't defend Lord Royals, but I do defend my position on Lord Royals. And I know some people are going to disagree with me on the last statements. I'm going to just beg you guys to hold on, because I have not presented all the material I intend to present on this YouTube channel. As soon as I do, then you can respond to that. So, just be patient. There's some things that have yet to come. Once they do, there you go. And I'm getting to the point where I'm rambling here. I am very tired. I had a long day at work. So, I'll leave you to your thoughts for now. But anyway, the big point that I was trying to make in this whole video was, it's not what Lorde was trying to say, it is the way they were saying it. You should not have to have a secret decoder ring to figure out what a song is saying. Hopefully I got that point across. I will tell you more in a future video. Stay tuned.